Hi everybody, welcome back to the Remedy Pharm Health Minute. This is Amina, your host, pharmacist in charge here at the Remedy Pharm, and today I have Susan with me, my clinical nutritionist.
Hi everyone.
You might recognize her voice from our health radio show, Remedy Pharm Health. Our most recent episode, we talked a little bit about breast cancer, cancer awareness, and things that we can do to try and prevent or minimize our risk.
Right.
And she went over some supplements at the end. And if you haven't had a chance to catch that episode, definitely listen, give it a good listen. www.theremedypharm.com/radio. Give it a listen, and we're doing a follow-up YouTube video to kind of go in depth into the supplements that she mentioned on those shows. So we're going to split it into two videos. The first 5 we're going to go over are the medicinal mushrooms, Curcumin and Turmeric, Resveratrol, Cruciferous Vegetables, and vitamin D. So I'm going to let Susan talk to us a little bit about that and educate us all.
Hi everyone. So the last health minute we did, we talked about fruits and vegetables and the phytonutrients in fruits and vegetables that are so cancer protective.
Yes, and alkalinizing
your
body.
And alkalizing the body, so it's not as acidic.
Yes.
So it's really recommended that people eat now 6 to 7 to even 9 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, which is hard to get in. A lot of people don't even get 2%.
Yeah.
So supplementing is a good adjunct. Doesn't take the place of, and you'll hear me say that many times, but it's a good adjunct, and a lot of these can be taken in supplement form.
Okay.
So fruits and vegetables and the compounds in them, which is you're going to find in the supplement form, have been studied extensively for the different properties that they have to help with cancer. Preventative also helps the traditional methods of chemotherapy and radiation work better. It helps actually with the side effects of some of those.
Oh, that's great.
You know, so people have a better quality of life if they do have to go through them. And just as a disclaimer, always check with your doctor first before taking any of these. If you are in therapy, especially, because some oncologists still don't want the antioxidant effects of the fruits and vegetables. Science is changing, studies are changing, so you'll find less of that, but always check with your doctor first.
Absolutely.
So the first one I want to go over is medicinal mushrooms. They've been in Chinese medicine and in Japan for centuries and have been used very successfully. So in the US, scientific studies have been done showing the different healing properties they have. Maitake in general has some of the most powerful cancer protective qualities of them, but there are lots of different kinds and they all have different health benefits. Reiki is a really good mushroom. Supplements, there's a couple of supplements that I really like. Mushroom Wisdom is one of them. If you're going to supplement with mushrooms, it's one of those plants that's going to, depending on where it's grown, is going to extract anything from the earth. So if there's toxins, heavy metals, that's going to show up in the mushroom. So you want to have a really good quality to make sure you don't have any of those things in the supplement that you're taking.
Susan, question for you. The specific mushrooms that you mentioned, is that the same as like the everyday mushrooms we cook with and eat with, or are those just as good if you can't find these? And then what about people who don't like the taste of mushroom? I know a lot of people just don't like them.
I know.
If you're taking the supplement, are you getting that taste too? Or is that
you're not getting that taste? That's a benefit of a supplement. In fact, now they're showing mushrooms to be have so many health benefits. They're putting mushroom powder in even coffees, in green teas.
Oh, so I'm really interested in that.
Yeah. So it tastes like coffee. You know, there's I think Om is the brand that we have at the Remedy Pharm. They have a coffee latte with the different mushrooms in it, and also a green tea. So there's a lot of different ways to get them.
Okay.
That you don't have that taste if you don't like them.
But if we are like cooking at home, so then like something that we get like as long as it's an organic mushroom would be
right. And again, there's a lot of different varieties. So shiitake, maitake, lion's mane, you don't see in the store so much. But even the button mushrooms and the white mushrooms have medicinal properties.
Okay.
Maitake has been researched the most for its cancer protective properties. So just to go through that a little bit, it helps prevent cancer. The maitake mushrooms helps keep cancer from spreading. It helps the effectiveness of the chemo, and it helps reduce side effects. So it has a lot of good benefits.
That's amazing. So do wild mushrooms, are those better than your white and your button mushrooms too? Or is it just kind of on the same lines? If it's not maitake, it hasn't been studied?
No, a lot of the mushrooms have been studied for different properties. So reishi and maitake are the ones that have been studied to be shown to be the most effective for cancer prevention, cancer, helping the side effects and all that I was talking about. Lion's mane is great for brain health. Reishi mushrooms is great for immune health. So they all have different ones.
And we have these here.
We have these here, and you can buy them in the store. There's the healing properties. There's 3 different forms. So the fruiting body, which is what we buy in the store and cook with. That's what grows above the ground or grows on a tree. Mushrooms also grow on trees. There is what's called the mycelium, which is what grows underneath the ground. That has healing properties on its own. And then the mushroom spores. So in a supplement, you get all of that. Whereas when you're cooking with them, you're just getting the fruiting body.
That's good to know. All right. Yeah. What's the next one?
So the next one, curcumin, which is a compound found in turmeric. Turmeric, if you're not familiar with it, is a root that's grown, used as a spice in Indian food a lot and different.
I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, it's really delicious. But the more it's studied, the more healing properties are found with it. Curcumin is, like I said, one compound that gets a lot of the credit for the turmeric, but turmeric has other properties in it, other compounds that are also healing. So if you're going to supplement, I'd like to have both because you're getting both. But again, turmeric has been shown to slow cancer spread. It enhances the effects of the chemotherapy treatment. It helps prevent healthy cells from radiation. And it helps our body heal and recover better. It is also really helpful for the cognitive damage that radiation can cause. It's called chemo brain, so your cognition, memory, whatnot is really helpful for that. It reduces inflammation, so it's great for that. It's great for pain caused by inflammation. Cancer gets its start through inflammation, so that's where it helps prevent it. In fact, research out of the MD Cancer Clinic in Houston shows that curcumin blocks inflammation through 97 different pathways in our body. Wow. So it's really, really powerful. Yeah,
you know what I like about turmeric is, and I always thought that this was just my mom's, like an old wives' tale or something, that if you're hurting, if you have inflammation, and to help your body heal from the inside, maybe like after surgery or something like that, she always said, put some turmeric in hot milk. Yeah. And I would drink it. Yeah. And she would make me do it. Actually, I really like the taste, to be very honest and frank with you, but I like to hear that there's actual research that really stands behind it.
There's actual research. In fact, you can get that, in a bag now because it's so helpful. You can get that golden milk, I think it's called.
Yes, right? that's exactly what they call it now. But the rest of us are doing it at home, okay? We're mixing it together.
I put a little bit in my coffee in the morning, and I make a little antioxidant drink. I put turmeric and ginger, which is also very anti-inflammatory.
That's really
cook with it, supplement with it,
and drink it. I like that you went over turmeric and curcumin because I used to get very confused with the two, so I'm glad to hear that too.
Yeah.
What's next?
So the next one is resveratrol, which we hear a lot about. It's found in red grapes, blueberries, even in chocolate. So chocolate lovers are going to like that. But found in the cacao, so the chocolate should be at least 70% or more cacao.
That's down my alley. I love dark chocolate.
To get that benefit. So your milk chocolate, that's not going to do it for you. It's been especially helpful, found to be helpful in breast cancer, also colon cancer and pancreatic cancer. And it helps by inhibiting the growth and the spread of the cancer cells. So the next one, which is a great heavy hitter for especially the estrogen cancers. Breast cancer is the cruciferous vegetables, and the compounds found in the cruciferous vegetable. Sulforaphane, DIM, indole-3, carbinol, you can supplement with all of those, as well as try to eat as much, broccoli sprouts are really good as possible. It helps with the metabolism of the estrogens to be depleted or to excreted from our body. And also they break down into the less dangerous forms of the estrogen.
Oh, okay, great.
Cruciferous vegetables and their compounds help detoxify the estrogens from our body.
Okay.
Great if especially if we're exposed to a lot of the xenoestrogens.
Definitely.
So, and the last one I'm going to talk about is vitamin D. It's called
Yay,
the sunshine
vitamin D.
vitamin. We get it from the sun. Vitamin D3, if you're going to supplement, pick vitamin D3. That's the active form. Also, now research is showing that vitamin K2, along with D3, helps the vitamin D work better.
And we have a supplement that has that combination,
Yes,
which
there's a
is
supplement,
really,
so
really
you don't
good.
have to
Highly
take-
recommend.
Right.
Absolutely.
So it's again another compound that is really important, especially in the breast cancers, the hormonal cancers. So there was a report in the Journal of Anti-Cancer Research that found that breast cancer survivors who had high rates of vitamin D had half the death rates of the people that had the lower rates of vitamin D or levels of vitamin D.
So are we seeing a correlation there, you think?
Right, yeah, so
Okay.
that's what science is showing, that there's a definite correlation to the vitamin D levels in our blood. I recommend to everybody when they're getting a blood test, have your doctor run vitamin D. That's the best way to know where your levels are instead of guessing.
And I think vitamin D, helps with more than obviously just cancer. It's just
helps the immune system.
Yeah,
so
it's all over. And with cold and flu season coming up too, and all that kind of stuff, vitamin D is definitely something I highly recommend getting vitamin D levels checked. I get them checked regularly myself. So, all right, I know we went a little bit over a minute, right, today with all this information, but I really hope you guys were able to understand and learn a lot from Susan, just like I do every single time I talk to her. Thank you, Susan, so much for letting us
passion to get the word out to people that they can actually take control of their health.
Absolutely, and I love it. So stay tuned for part 2 of our supplement breakdown, everybody. Like, comment below, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you next time here at Remedy Pharm and the Health Minute.
Bye, everyone.